safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest.
Alright guys, we just picked up a brand new 2014 320i from Copart. It's completely wrecked. As you can see, it's just totaled. This is all gotta get replaced. If you go to the front, to the side, all bags are blown. It's gonna cost us a lot of money, but we're gonna fix it. But if you come to the back, look how clean it looks. So this is exactly why we bought it, because the front is not as bad as you think. So later in the video, there'll be a little surprise what we're doing with the parts. I don't want to tell you just yet, so watch the video to the end and you will find out what we're doing next. Let's jump right into the video. Right, so right now we're gonna get to fixing the airbags. We have to remove the roof liner. This one's already been removed. My friend messed around with it yesterday. The dashboard, the seat belts, yes. And that's probably it for today. Alright, we got the roof liner ready to come out. It's loose and ready to go. So we'll get that out and then move on to the dashboard, the most complicated and annoying part of this car. Roof liner is out. Next step, dashboard. Alright, we finally got the last and the biggest piece of the car out. The dashboard. So let's get it out of here. Alright, after about 2 hours of work, we got all of the interior panels out, including the dashboard. Here's the roof. Let's take a look at how the car looks after everything's out. Very nice, actually, very drivable. There's the steering wheel. Yeah, you definitely can steal this now. But yeah, let's move on to the front of the car. We're gonna remove this hood. We'll leave the seatbelts for later because they're not important for us, because we're gonna do the airbags next after like all the panels are off. So we're gonna have to figure out where to put this for now. Either keep it like this or
Alright, now we're all set. Back to the car.
Alright guys, it's been a week since we last worked on the car, but little quick update. All the parts have been removed. The radiator, we said we were going to take off, but we decided to leave it on because there's still fluids and everything. I don't want that all spilling all over the floor. So once they put it back on with the new one, we're going to take it off. So we got all the airbags out. We did not film taking off the seat belts, but now that they're all gone, every airbag, all the broken parts, everything has been removed. So now it's time to finally repair everything. So we're going to put all the new panels in. And now I'm going to explain what I said at the start of the video, where the parts are coming from. So if you calculate all this together, all the parts, you know, the airbags, the little pieces that connect them, all the panel caps and everything, and then the front end, all that together, if you add up the parts, would be extremely expensive. It would not be worth even fixing this. Our idea was, and what we ended up going with, is a whole other car. So we picked up an entire parts car.
2006. All these diamonds dancing on my fucking neck cost like 4 bricks. Ain't no way that I be toting on that strap, don't make no sense. He a $1 million nigga.
Quick calculation on the car. It cost us $2.1 thousand for the entire thing with transportation, with gas, everything in total, with the trailer as well, because we rented a flatbed. So to pick this up, deliver it back to my house, $2.1 thousand including the car. If we were to buy parts just separately for this car, the price would probably be around $4,000 to $5,000 just for parts, which is just totally outrageous. It would not make sense to do this car anyway. So we ended up going with the parts car. So now we're gonna start taking all the parts off and installing them on here. So we're gonna start with the airbags first, because the front end I want to leave towards the end, and then I'll explain what we're doing later on in the video about the headlights and the total bodywork of the car. All right guys, it's the next day. We finally got all the parts off. So we got the roof liner, we got the entire dashboard. So now all that's left is to put everything together. We got all the parts we need here: extra steering wheel, all the vents, the front parts. We got the hood, we got the bumper, and the crash bar. The radiator is still on. We still haven't got that one off, but it's in the back right here. So we're gonna get that on today. We're gonna get everything on basically. So let's get right to it. All right, so I'm currently starting with the dashboard. The first part was taking it out, but taking things out is much easier than putting them back in. There's a few issues here with the radio. I'm not sure why they added extra wiring, and I'm not sure what this does. So if I'm putting the other screen in, I don't know if it'll change anything or not. Probably gonna start with laying out all the attachments that it needs to plug in. So the starter, all the little paneling and stuff, so that when I put the dashboard in, I know which wire goes where, because there's a ton of them. I do have an idea where they all go, but just the way they're supposed to be threaded through the frame, that's the question here. So we're gonna start by attaching the dashboard, threading all the wires in to their housing, and hopefully it matches up and works all at the end. All right, I finally got the dashboard in, and thank God we have f***ing power. So just connected it. Let's go. We put the new cluster in, and it says... Wait a minute. Where's the end performance? It was just here. Turn it off. Off. Let's push start off. So luckily we got power. So the cluster works. I'm just gonna plug in the radio. The monitor, that's the most important one. We got power here. Probably got some lighting in here, maybe. Actually, no. But thankfully we got power. So we just finished up with this here, and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright, so the dashboard is finally in. One thing left is the steering wheel. I can't find the wiring harness, but we'll figure that out along the way. Currently my friend's installing the seat belts. He got this side done. We were kind of scared at the start because they weren't retracting. We thought they're shot as well, but luckily they both work. So wrap up the inside. I don't know if we're gonna do the roof liner today, because we got to get the car out to do that. It's not gonna fit in any of these doors. Once I'm done fixing up some stuff on the dashboard, so that side right there, I will move on to the front. I'll put the hood on, start taking off the radiator while he finishes up the seat belts. You just got to put all this trim on all around here and all around there. And once we're done, we'll get you with the update.
2 seconds later.
All right, so a little problem we did come across is the roof liner. Yes, we could try to get it in, but we can't open any of the doors. This side's too close, that side's too close. So what we're gonna do, which we don't want to do because it's -4 outside, we kind of heated it up to like maybe 12 degrees in here. So we're gonna pull the car out really quick, run outside, close the door, shove it in, drive it back in, and then start installing it. So hopefully we can do that. I hope it drives because we didn't drive it yet. It starts, but does it drive? After sitting for a long time. So yeah, we'll pull it out, put it in, and come back in. Get back to you guys. Alright, so we got the car in and out. We put the headliner in. Luckily it fits. We thought we broke it right here, but it's just a bend. So we're gonna install this. This is the last piece we have before the car is complete, as you can see. And then if we have enough time for the front end, we'll do the front end today because we got all the parts here. We're gonna do the radiator, the crash bar, and put it all on, and hopefully it's gonna be done by today. And then a couple miscellaneous parts, and it's ready. So let's start. Stop laughing, buddy. Right, the time has come. We have finally finished the interior. Yes, everything's done. There is some few small miscellaneous things left, like the back rear light, you know, the one that's on the top of the roof, not clipping on for some reason. Then we got the airbag, a few little clips over here for the airbag light, or the airbag symbol right here. The microphone, where is it? Right there, there's the microphone. And that's it. Everything else is completely finished. So the interior is now done, and it's finally time to move on to the front end. Well, the cosmetic part of this car. In my opinion, like, when you come out and look at this car, you know, it doesn't look like much is done. But once the front end is complete, that's going to be a whole different story. So right now, you've checked the hood latches, right? They're somewhat confusing because they're going down, but they're scraping against the shocks, which is an indicator that they're probably bent. But we're thinking if we put the hood on right now, and, you know, maybe they'll spread out a little bit. Hopefully that solves the issue, but if not, we'll replace them and take the ones from the other car. So that's the plan for now, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so we finally installed the hood. Last thing left is the radiator. So we got our new helper here.
What's up guys, my name is Moomin.
So he's gonna help us hopefully do the work. So we're gonna replace the radiator, we're gonna take off the airbox. Hopefully nothing spills right now. It's gonna be messy as hell, so let's get right to it. Alright, we finally got the radiator out. This was a big hassle. Like, we spilled so much stuff everywhere. I wasted 2 packs of absorbent, like the napkins, which cost $15 a pack. So Yeah, that was a big job. But now it's time to put the new one in. The new one has all the parts, all the lines. This one got damaged. As you can see, we got everything out. So now it's time to slap in the new one and hopefully it fixes the issue. There is one thing we noticed. When I took this line out, there was actually a hole underneath the rad. So that's probably why the engine's not running right. Yeah, the intercooler. Because probably the air is leaking and no pressure. So that's probably the issue. We'll see once it's back. Alright guys, the car is finally ready. So the radiator is on, the crash bar is on, so the bumper is like perfectly sitting. So the distance and all the gaps are perfect. So this, you can't even tell it's been crashed. You just gotta put the airbox back in, a few of the front end parts, the cool crash bars that go here, like every car has. So we're gonna install those, then put the latches in, test the hood if it fits perfectly. There we go, really close. Just the headlights, grills, and then it's done. That's it. So we're gonna get to fixing the rest of the little details and we'll get back. Alright, it's been a week since we've last worked on this car, and quite a lot has changed. As you can notice right away in the room, it's much brighter. You probably see from the reflection. I don't have to give it away, you already know. We got new lights.
Niggas out here ain't having no motion, no motion. Back in the day, we was hopping in whips and riding stolen. Abracadabra, my bitch way better. My wrist out the motherfucker better. Fish per K, I snook on the face. Green diamonds, I fucked up my bladder. Motherfucker trend.
Look at this. This is insane. Like, this whole garage is like, it's lit up completely. There's no need for any side lights, any other lighting. It's so bright in here. I don't think we'll ever need any sort of lamps or anything. So I hope that also makes the video 10 times better for you to watch. You'll probably be seeing everything clearly, perfectly, because we only had one light here last time and the other one wasn't even working. I got these for a really insane deal and I had to get these. So now it's so much better in here. Next, what we did, last time you remember these were black. I didn't like the color. I had to paint them red. Like, they look so much better in red than they do in black. So we're gonna leave them red. This is paint, so it's not wrap. I didn't want to buy wrap and put it on. It would have looked unprofessional, so I painted them red. And the main part is we got all the parts. All the parts we need to finish this car. We got the headlights, we got the mirror caps, all the bulbs and DRLs, the tint, new bulbs, and then we got the coolant. And last but not least, the biggest upgrade, we got new BMW wheels. These are 19-inch wheels. I believe they came from a 4 Series, but funny thing is we did not pay anything for this. We just did a straight up trade. The guy wanted winters, and luckily that parts car we have has perfectly nice winter tread and pretty okay rims. So the guy just went on and gave us the wheels without even paying or any sort of added money. So this is basically free rims. They look amazing. Like this, don't look at this. This is just an old cap, but they look amazing. So we got rims, got the whole front end, and now it's finally time to install everything. First thing we're gonna start with is the headlights. As I said earlier in the video, that we're gonna do something special with them. Instead of buying fresh new headlights, which cost from anywhere from $800 to $1,200, we just bought the shells. So there's nothing in here. Like, this is empty plastic and glass, as you can see. We already put our ECUs and yeah, there's no bulbs right here, but we put on all the computers we have because both of these together, just the plastic and the lenses, only cost us $500 for both of them. These are OEM 3 Series lights. One at least goes for $500. So we cut the price in half just by removing our DRLs, our light bulbs and everything. Saved a bunch of money. Then we got mirror caps. These are gloss black. These we're going to be installing after the headlights. And then we're gonna do the coolant, the last thing today. And maybe the wheels, because the wheels we gotta do another special thing I didn't want to tell you just yet. But let's go on and start with the headlights. We're gonna plug in all the DRLs. I don't know if I have them all, so if we don't have them all, I'll just put them on either way. We can still plug them in from underneath. So let's start with the headlights and then I'll catch you with the update. Alright, so finally installed the headlights. I did not plug in the DRLs right now because we're actually missing one. I don't know where it went, so we're not going to plug them in. We did screw them on, or no, we didn't screw these ones on, but that side has them on. These ones we're missing one of these, so it's actually easy to access. While I was doing these, we filled up the coolant. The car runs fine. It's still, something's off. I don't know what it is. We'll test it when we're driving because we can't do that right now. So we filled the coolant, put the lights on. They fit pretty well. I'm just gonna bring the bumper, slap it on just to see how it looks. The gaps are a little off. We need to align the hood. Fenders are okay. I matched the gap here along with this one here, so they're pretty symmetrical. We're gonna take this tint off. We might tint them right away just to get it over with. So headlight's done, coolant is done. And while I was doing that, he actually repaired our signal because it was actually missing, so it was cut off.
This is the
the connector we had for the signal, but this is the ones this bumper comes with. So we had to kind of rip up the wire. We had to rewire it again. Luckily, cut the right wires too. So I'll let you hear how it sounds. It sounds kind of ridiculous, honestly. I think this is a custom horn, but it sounds really bad.
sounds like a clam.
It sounds like a small train, honestly. It sounds like a train, but I don't know if that's original. That's not how a car sounds.
I think they're aftermarket.
Yeah. Well, at least they work because when you're trying to swerve, you got to be able to honk. So now we can do that. So let's move on to the bumper. Once we put it on, I'll get back to you. And then we'll probably move on to the wheels. The wheels, we have trouble with them because we broke one of our tools. I threw it out. Because this has the special lock nuts. We took one off, which finished off the tool, but these lock nuts. So we don't have anything to take them off with. So we'll see what we can find. See if we can get them off today because I want to put those new wheels on. And it's basically done. Oh, and then the mirror caps. I'll get that done last. So let's move on to the bumper and then we'll go on from there. All right, we finally installed everything. So the fitment is really good. Like this is just the rough outline of what we're gonna be doing. This guy fixed up the hood. Well, we both did everything here just now. So we're gonna line this up near the end when the bumper's done. So I like the fitment so far. We just gotta finish up this gap. The headlights gotta be kind of repositioned just a little bit so that the gaps are more even over here. If you look from this angle, you can see that little gap. But overall, this bumper sits perfect. If you come to this side, you got the same thing. Perfect fitment. There is a gap here as well, as you can see. But we'll fix that also near the end. We got this one too. This gap is too close, so that means that's where it's going to be going to center it out. And then we got a little misalignment there, but overall, this thing looks sick. Like almost an M3.
And it only took us 4 hours.
4 hours for this. Just to put headlights, bumper, and adjust the hood. That took 4 hours.
And that gas horn.
And that freaking train horn that we had to connect. All right, now I'm just gonna slap on the mirror caps and then we're gonna work on the wheels and this should be done by today. All right, the mirror caps are on. These look phenomenal, man. Like they look like the M4 ones. They look so nice. Because the original ones, they went down here like all the Beamers do, but we decided to add this little tail. They look sick. So this is the color we're gonna go with the car. This dark gloss black like the Audi. And this already looks good enough. Just wait till the whole car is black. So yeah, this thing looks scary. Fold them in. They also fold in. This is sick. I have to freaking manually rip these open and rip them back in. This, you just click a button and they're in and out.
For all our next builds, we're only gonna start with Audi.
Never BMW ever again.
This is too much pain. All right, well, let's get the wheels on. Maybe get them on because we don't have the freaking socket. So we'll see if we'll find one. Maybe we'll get them on, maybe we won't. We'll see. Because the ones I put on there, we took them off somehow because the bolts were regular. And then on this side, they're the special ones. So I'll get you guys up with an update. All right, the car is finally complete. We have put the wheels on. These look amazing on this car, man. This makes it look so much better. So put all 4 of them on. This is how it looks from the back. I was gonna film outside, but it's pretty dark, so you won't be able to see much. But this car is pretty much complete. We're gonna add all the details later on once the wrap is on because I don't want to take everything off just to get the wrap on, so I'm just gonna leave it as is right now. Next up will be the windshield. We'll also do that later on. Since we're still working on the car and stuff, it's better to leave it as is in case we do damage it. It won't matter because it's broken. And yeah, the car is done. So that's pretty much the wrap for this video. But there is a part 2 coming next. For part 2, what we're going to be doing with this car is wrapping it, adding any details that we missed, finishing up the front end because it's still in rough shape, getting it back to normal, so all the codes, all the issues that it has mechanically, the little things, we got to fix that in order to be able to use it, and replace the windshield. So stay tuned for part 2, like and subscribe, and it'll be coming out soon. Catch you in the next video. So yeah, and as you can see, the film really helps out because we got this part done and it looks brand new.